Guys, if you're just joining, there might be a retaliation stop right now. Oh, we'll turn a red arrow. Shit, there we go. Guys, I went back streaming live because the cops circled back around, and as soon as I pulled out, they started pulling out. So, guess what? I'm gonna run the stream right now. I ain't playing around. Let's go. Let's see if they retaliate, guys. Let's see them retaliate. I swear to God. They've just followed me back. Like, they followed back to my car after going down like the main road, which was like, it's unusual for them to come back. And they did. And they went across the street waiting for me to leave. And as soon as they saw me leave, they started pulling out. I don't see them following me right now. Good thing. But I'm going to keep on driving. And I'm going to keep on streaming. I ain't taking any chances right now. I didn't think they were going to circle back around. That was unusual for that to happen. If they wanted to go back into those parking lots, they could have just like broke a Yui and just gone for it, but they didn't. Thanks, all caps. Honestly, I think there's another stop right up there. There's another stop, but it's on the highway. I can't even do it. Shit's going down. They're just pathetic. They got nothing better to do except for harass people. I think, guys, DUIs or people driving drunk is actually the bar's fault. Right? You know, when you're pounding them and you're feeling good and stuff, you kind of lose judgment. So I think the judgment is going to be coming from the person serving you, right? Now, should they be held responsible? Yes. I think, you know, in the news and the press that people should know, this guy left your bar, crashed, and did something, you know, maybe hurt somebody or whatever. And that's on the bar. They pulled your judgment by giving you drinks. Yes, you chose to go there, right? You maybe drove there. But when someone sees you getting intoxicated by the product that you're giving them, it is your responsibility to make sure that they are safe for leaving. It's just like common moral sense, right? Like if someone comes to your house, let's just say, I know it's a difference between like a private setting and a public bar, but it's really a private bar, right? Is that if you have a house party, people come over, they drive over, there's nowhere to crash, right? They can't sleep anywhere. Well, they can sleep in their goddamn car, I'll tell you that. I don't care. I'll give them some water. And so shouldn't the bars give them some water. But I don't want them to leave, crash, and be like, oh, where'd you come from? Oh, this house party. Oh, really? So then they're going to pinpoint on the house, you know, and it's like that is the responsible thing to do. I'm not saying the cop should be doing all that stuff, right? But what I'm saying is that the responsibility of the person that's hosting or, you know, and understands that people could leave, they could leave drunk. Now, let's say the host is getting drunk too, right? Well, that is a big like, no, if he loses all judgment at his own establishment or whatever, and he's not able to take that responsibility into his own hands. Maybe he can hire someone. Maybe security at bars can they can hire security at bars to be more diligent of their customers before they leave. Now, another thing too is, like, you know, you just saw this guy, this last video I just had, this guy doing the DUI sobriety check. He did great. You know, he didn't make any mistakes. He's very capable of driving. I have no problem with seeing him on the road. You know, the bartender let him go, or let's just assume the bartender let him go because he was, you know, capable of driving. I think bars should kind of have their own sort of sobriety check, or maybe like when they have like a party of people come in, or if you walk in and the security goes, "Hey, did you drive here?" And the guy go, "Yeah, I drove here. Why?" "Okay, well, I'm just gonna make sure that you don't drink too much then." Or maybe give him a wristband, like a yellow, like a caution. Maybe only give him 2 drinks, right? Oh yeah, I know, a cop is gonna say 2 drinks is too much, right? But I think it's important that the establishments that are providing the drugs, right, alcohol is a drug, to make sure that their customers are safe enough to return, or rich enough to return, so they don't get pulled over and have a $10,000 DUI, right, on their record and all this stuff, and they can't drive. It's kind of, you know, that's kind of responsibility of a store, any kind of store, to make sure their customers are happy and they don't get in trouble from the products that they're buying. Anyways, I rant. I can see people leaving. But I think there's solutions to any avenue that government thinks that they can have their fingers in. Anywhere the government thinks they got fingers in can be solved in the private sector, one way or another. It doesn't matter. Like, it's like, you know, you go to a gun shop, you're not going to sell a gun to some guy that looks like he's about to murder someone, right? I think it's up to the gun shop to do its due diligence to make sure that that person that they're selling a gun to isn't abusive, or, you know, is going to go shoot up a place, or is going to do something stupid with those guns, right? It's just like if a drunk guy, right, go back to the drunkenness, if a drunk guy stumbles into a car dealership and he has cash in hand, that dealership should not take that money, should not sell that car to him until he sobers up and is capable of leaving that lot safely. Or, like, imagine a dealership selling you a vehicle that you can't even drive, like you're too small or something for that Hummer, right? It'd be stupid to let that person leave the lot, you know? But that's just me. All right, guys, I was telling myself 2 exits, and I'll cut the stream. 2 exits. I don't see anything else going on. No one behind me. I'm good to go, guys. I really appreciate you here for my safety. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And have a good night. Sleep well. Be ready. I'm going to have more soon.